That's right.
Everywhere you go, Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Niche Confectionery, Niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness, enriched with vitamins and minerals. Niche, taste of Ghana.
So help me God.
And before we get into
Not
everything,
Raymond,
it's
though.
a K.
Yeah.
I have a video I want Fetio to share for me.
What's the video?
Because if Fetio says something up, trouble come.
Let me get into the guys, hold on. Let me get into the chaotic birthday.
Well.
There's a happy birthday to Cynthia Mintai, Squire of GCB Commercial Banking Department. Abi, you know Dada. The love is deep. Have a blessed sweetheart from Theresa Anderson. And a happy birthday to Kwejo Ejabing, business lead and founder of Sprint Sales, from your wife, Dr. Nanama Ejabing, and the kids and the Sprint team. We appreciate your kindness, thoughtfulness, and love. May greater doors open for you. We love you. And this one says a belated happy birthday to Josephine Yaboa, level 400 student of Gimpa Law School. Enjoy another milestone. And it's a happy birthday to Faith Daniela Ife and Sam. And it's from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ansa, wishing you a beautiful day and a successful life on your birthday. They say they love you. God bless you. Raymond, you have any chaotic shouts?
Well, I can get these ones have actually come through too. So if you want, this is from. Oh, you did Cynthia Mintai, right?
Yes, I've done that.
Oh, well, I thought that was reserved for me. Next time, make sure you wait for
let me do
my
this one.
cue. How about the one?
Which one?
The one going out there to Reverend Captain Anani in Tiamwa.
No, you haven't done.
You've done that's Society Steward at Mount Oliver Church, Ashaman, Middle East. Yeah, there's Middle East in Ashaman.
Oh yeah, everywhere in Ashaman.
Oh, I see. This is from Reverend Yameche and the entire Ashaman Middle East congregation.
There's Lebanon, Beirut, Ashaman.
Yeah, that's really Middle East, right?
The one thing I know about Ghana is there is every country, every city in Ghana.
United Nations in Ghana.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You know La Paz?
Yes.
La Paz is the capital of a country in South America.
Let me do this one. A happy anniversary, happy birthday to Abigail Ejewa Champong, who is a medical laboratory scientist at Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. But yesterday was George Opariado's birthday.
Okay.
So belated happy birthday to George Opariado, popularly known as Pablo. Who's the
NDC National Organizer.
Yes,
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. All right, so let's get into the Sports Center then. It's proudly brought to us by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here, forget.
Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
And Much Experience Hospitality AG.
Cheer like a boss.
And 1xBet, your reliable
bookmaker. And let's tell you about how you can watch all the best football stars live in Europe as the Champions League kicks off this February. Much Experience Hospitality AG is the exclusive hospitality rights holder of the 2022-23 Champions League and is making it possible with its hospitality packages, which come with match tickets, flights, and accommodations. Follow your favorite club as they progress through the stages all the way to the finals in Istanbul, Turkey in June. And the quarterfinal places are complete. Real Madrid, Chelsea, all of them are in there. Of course, Liverpool out. Pep Guardiola and his citizens are still in the Champions League. So what will it be? Who will win? You can just call
Pep
Much
Guardiola
Experience
and the citizens.
It was a rhetorical question.
I have answered. Continue.
Well, just call Much Experience Hospitality AG on 055 155 1118 or 9 to reserve your booking, or email your enquiries to sales@muchesphospitality.com. Match ticket inclusive official hospitality packages are subject to availability, so book now, especially now that the Champions League quarterfinals are set. Match Experience Hospitality AG, cheer like a boss.
Well, there's good news for small to medium-scale business owners, because with MTN's SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication, and the service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS data, business content, all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 for more information and stay connected everywhere you go. But are you a female entrepreneur? Then it's your time to conquer, break barriers, and shake the status quo. Women entrepreneurs around the world are making moves in tech or shaking up their business with technology. So now is your time. Do you run a startup founded or co-founded by a Ghanaian woman with equal majority stake? Then this could be, a tech startup or simply applying technology in your operations. If you've been in operation for at least 12 months with evidence of revenue generation, then I've got great news for you, because Standard Chartered, in partnership with Ashesi University's Ghana Climate Innovation Center, has developed the Standard Chartered Women in Tech Incubator, which offers a purposefully curated mini MBA, access to experienced business facilitators, mentoring and management training. And the best part is you could get seed funding to move your business to the next level. Make a move today. Visit scwomenintechgh.com to apply. The future of tech is female. Make a move. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And welcome to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Last night, Real Madrid dominated Liverpool again.
Man nearly gets through. Vinicius has missed his kick. Benzema! Well, that should finish off Liverpool.
And they did finish off Liverpool, wrapping up their European campaign this season. The Reds suffering a second successive defeat and a third in 5 years to the Los Blancos. We have a full UCL review ahead, also featuring high-scoring Victor Osimhen. But also coming up,
the instructions to the contractors, which we are still following, is the end of this quarter. So I expect that by March, and I can assure you that by the end of March,
the National Youth Authority have promised to finish 5 of the 10 youth resource centers by the end of this month, following Joy Sports' Bush Resource Centers series. Specifics ahead, but we're only 72 hours away from Chris Hitchens' unveiling as Black Stars boss. And his appointment as boss comes 1 full year after being linked to the job after Milovan Rahivach's dismissal. The British-born Ghanaian was frontrunner as Milo's replacement alongside Otuado, who was handed an interim role and later a contract till the end of the World Cup. And GFA Executive Council member Odro Safo indicates Houghton's outright appointment, even with high-level influence, was never going to happen.
We didn't want to set a precedent whereby we will allow any government to give us a coach, because when you set that precedent, it's going to be haunt you for the future. But the man was interested. We had opportunity to talk to the man on about 3 people spoke to the man one-on-one, and we saw that the man had a desire to work for Ghana. So we said, okay, if that's the case, then we want to make you a technical advisor to be with the team. At least we can monitor you from there.
All right, that's Odro Safo there. Now, Houghton takes charge of his Black Stars game, his first one, on March 23. That's next Thursday in Kumasi as Angola come to visit in the 2023 AFCON qualifiers. His squad of 25 for the tie is without any local players, and Odro Safo has alluded that the level of quality in Ghana's local leagues are currently unfit for senior team football. So it's back to the drawing board in terms of talent development then. And in line with his commitment to talent development and football excellence, La Liga is set to roll out La Liga Grassroots in Ghana, a program offering talents from across the country the next step in their football development pathway. In a press briefing yesterday, Communications and Projects Coordinator for La Liga in Ghana and Nigeria, Ayodeji Adegbenro, outlined the logic behind La Liga's expansion into Ghana.
It's all about development of football at the grassroots, catching them young, from a very young age, teaching them how to play football the proper way, the Spanish La Liga way, using Spanish La Liga methodology, which has been proven to be a success when you look at Spanish clubs, even the Spanish national team. So we are trying to export this methodology all over the world, help countries where we have presence also develop their football. We've started this in Nigeria, Zambia, South Africa, Mauritius, Cameroon, and Ghana is a very important country to La Liga, which is why we're also bringing this to Ghana.
All right, and on the continental stage, there's a push for an African country to win the World Cup.
Africa has got a proud history of producing some of the best players on the continent, some of the best players who've achieved at the highest level in the world in in football in Europe and elsewhere. And we remain absolutely confident as football in the continent that this objective that we've set ourselves, it used to be a dream, but Morocco has shown us that we are nearer to realizing the dream than we thought many, many years ago. We have set a clear objective as African football, that one of our main objectives is to make sure that in the near future, a nation from Africa, one of our nations on the African continent, will indeed win and be victorious at the highest level in the world and be champions of the FIFA World Cup.
That's Dr. Patrice Motsepe, the CAF president, speaking at the CAF Excellence Awards in Kigali there. He's in Kigali because that's where the FIFA Congress is taking place, and today Gianni Infantino is set to be retained as president for a third term at FIFA's annual Congress. The 52-year-old first assumed office in 2016 and will go uncontested in today's Congress. There's more football ahead, of course, but Ghana Rugby President Herbert Mensah has committed to bridging the inequality between Africa and World Rugby. Mensah announced his candidacy for President of Rugby Africa ahead of his general meeting this weekend, and he believes he can maximize the capacity for the sport on the continent.
There are inequalities. We do understand that World Rugby, we're not a priority for them. So now we need to raise our bar so we can go back to World Rugby and say, look, you give us about $2 million a year or there and thereabouts. Yet somebody from Rugby Europe can get 5 million quid a year just for one country. We have 2 votes at the World Cup at AGM for choosing the next president of World Rugby. England has 3 alone, France has 3 alone, and so on and so forth. So look, we're not getting up there and saying give us 39 votes or 34 votes, the number of countries that are registered playing rugby within Africa. But we need to get greater equity. So you now need to monetize it.
All right, that's Herbert Mensah. He's vying to be Africa Rugby President. Onto the Joy Sports Bush Resource Centres now. And Pius Enam Hajide, CEO of the National Youth Authority, has promised construction works on 5 of the 10 delayed youth resource centres will be completed by end of March.
The instructions to the contractors, which means we are still following, is the end of this quarter. So I expect that by March, and I can assure you that by the end of March, as we speak, Fentu, if you go to Axim now, I don't know how many tartan tracks we have in this country, but tartan track is being laid as we speak in Axim because we are almost complete. But I'm saying that we would have been having a different set of conversation if at least the 5 that we have completed, the ones that we are fixing the tartan tracks, the one that the ticketing booths are fixed, the tickets, the main entrances have been worked on and all. We would have been having a different conversation if those projects were also shown.
All right, so Pius Enam Hajide was speaking on PM Express last night there. So 2 weeks until 5 of them are completed and handed over. Here at Joy Sports, we will be there to bring you updates on whether or not they are actually finished and handed over. But over to Europe, Real Madrid and Napoli last night completed the last 8 of this season's UEFA Champions League. They joined Man City, Chelsea, Benfica, AC Milan, Inter Milan and Bayern Munich ahead of tomorrow's draw. Liverpool were humiliated for a second year running by Real Madrid, losing 6-2 on aggregate. The rest needed at least 3 unanswered goals to level the tie, and they failed to score even once at the Bernabeu. Here's Jürgen Klopp.
Being 5-2 down is obviously not a great result. If you want to go through, you need to have a really special performance, and we couldn't put a special performance on the pitch tonight. It was, in moments, an open game, I would say, but Madrid had a better chances. Ali had to make 2 sensational saves. Wow. In the end, the goal is a scrappy one, but that's obviously not decisive anymore. So the right team went through. That's what we have to admit. And probably 500,000 different ways to go out. This was ours tonight. It's not what we wanted, but it's what we got.
That's Jürgen Klopp. Napoli also won 3. Victor Osimhen was in great form, so There it is.
Osimhen is coming to Manchester United.
He's amazing. Victor
fantastic
Osimhen.
player.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
But you know that yesterday it was a great night for a lot of investors.
It was, because all of the ties were easy to predict for the first time in a long time.
Yeah. So
all of them were easy to
investors
predict.
were happy.
Very happy.
A lot of investors.
Very happy. Anyway, Thursday night football people are in action later tonight.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Man United,
Bye-bye.
they have a healthy 4-1 lead.
Yes.
Arsenal, they got a 2-2 draw in Portugal, so they'll be looking
So
to
you can
finish the
actually
job.
do Man United to qualify.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a series also in camp with Isaac Dogbe. His fight is on 1st April. It will air today at 2 p.m. on the Joy News channel and on Saturday at 3 p.m. on Joy Prime. So do check it out.
Thank you very much for joining us, Fentu Tahiru Fentu, with the Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show. But let's get interactive this morning. I want a political party come together to form a coalition government, to tackle the development needs and challenges of our people. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and Ghana AIDS Commission. Text to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. And as well as number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief. But every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name it. But many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, here's one you should always remember: *770#. Yes, *770# is the new money emergency number in Ghana now, and *770# gives you instant access to loans, funds transfer, payment for goods and services, including utility bills, airtime, data purchase, and so much more, even without data or a smartphone. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. Dial *770#, which will always come to your rescue. So *770# for solutions to your money emergencies now. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. When we return after these messages, we bring you food for thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. We'll be right back.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees. Mommy chop money. Cratchy, mommy rent. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial *770# for money emergencies and chop life.
For emergency access to your bank accounts, transfers, utility payments, loans, and more, dial